From Regional Psychological Services in East Lansing, our friend, what's up, Doc, with Doc Braccio. Doc, welcome. Good morning.
Well, good morning to you, Mike. And, in the past, we've talked about depression, we've talked about perfectionism, but we really haven't talked about them together. So that's what we'll do today. So
all right.
If you think about it, it's really not surprising, is it, that a perfectionist often ends up being depressed? Think about that.
Yeah, we can't hit that. There's no way. We're not perfect people.
No, even if you have 10 home runs in a row, if you only get a triple, all of a sudden you're not perfect all of a sudden. So I guess, common symptoms of depression that a perfectionist experiences, include sadness, pessimism, negativity, and then painful memories, both present and past, because of less than perfect behavior, loss of pleasure, feeling guilty.
Uh-oh. I think Doc's cheekbone actually hit the hang-up button. We got to try and get him back. drjohnb.com. We're just getting into it, too. I'm just starting to write. I make notes whenever Doc talks to us. All right. Well, as we try to get him back, we'll talk in a minute. Dr. John Braccio. Tanya J. Powers comes up with us here in just a minute. The GOP presidential candidates are trying to raise funds ahead of next month's debate. Hey, Doc, you're back with us. Accidentally hit that cheek. I've done that. Your cheekbone hits the hang-up button. I get it.
Well, I know one thing we have. Obviously, this is not a perfect day. A perfect day to be talking about perfectionism. Maybe, that was something, a prop, something we planned. But
there you go.
Where we were talking about the problems that the perfectionist has, that the poor self-esteem, critical of self, and feelings of worthlessness. And, not that a perfectionist has all of these, but they're certainly going to experience many of these in this demanding perfectionistic world.
I don't know. Doc, that's on his end. That's not us doing that. Is that the solar flare thing? We're supposed to be aware of solar flares happening in the next couple of days. And it's going to interrupt technology and communication. I don't know that that's happening. It sounds more like maybe his phone is running out of battery or something. I don't know. But it's unnerving. Sorry about that. But things happen. drjohnb.com is where you want to go. And find Doc Braccio, don't you know? Mike Austin here on your morning wake up, 1320 WILS, and we're back again with Dr. Braccio. Doc, I'm thinking maybe a solar flare thing, because that was in the news.
Listen, it may be, but again, what a perfect day to be having this. If we were perfectionists, but I couldn't be always in a good mood. Certainly not going to let this deal with us. But anyway, so being this perfectionist not only hurts you, but it's also impacts relations with others, because the perfectionist is someone who looks for perfection in others. And as you know, not everyone is perfect. So as a result, people always let them down. They never live up to their standards. So what is the end result? Well, the perfectionist ends up being lonely and being depressed. Not only are they unhappy with themselves, but then they live in a world where they're unhappy with everyone else. And you can imagine, if you happen to be married to one, if you work with one, if you work for one, how difficult it is for all the people around them. So they're not only difficult for themselves, it could be for them. It also impacts on, other persons.
Yeah, there's something going on with Doc Braccio's phone. We may have to cut this loose 3 times. There's something going on with the phone. That's not accidental. There's a technology thing going on there. We apologize. I'm sorry about that. It's 7:14, and it's about 56 right now. Headed for 80 today. Nice sunshiny day. It should be beautiful for you not to be a perfectionist. If you listen to this show, you know you can't be a perfectionist. We kind of wing it every day. And we're going to wrap it up once Doc gets back with us. We'll just kind of call it on that. Doc is back with us, I think, aren't you?
Well, we are back, so I guess this couldn't have a more perfect day for this to be going on. But I guess, what do you do if you have these problems? Well, I think what you have to do, you have to really start recognizing, take a time out and say, this just isn't really working for me, that I'm not happy, I'm causing havoc for everybody else. You have to really work on tolerance. You have to realize that if you do excellent work or do good work that you're already trying, hey, that's good. Perfect, that's not an enemy of perfect, okay? Yeah. No one's perfect. No one else on earth is. So, and you have to mindfully be doing positive thinking. You want to enjoy life, with a song in my heart. You really want to be finding peace. You want to, and something we talk about for other situations that relates here too, you want to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. And you really want to learn how to love and accept yourself. This really becomes a critical thing, because if you don't love and accept yourself, you can't enjoy life. You can't have a good life. You can't have.
And there it is. 4 times we're going to call it. Things are going on. I don't know. Maybe it is a solar flare. Maybe that was in the news earlier this morning. Solar flares, we're supposed to be aware of them, and it could cause havoc with communications today. So it may happen to you as well. Just be aware of that. 1320 WILS. It's your morning wake up. Mike Austin here, back in just a minute.